Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel. I have been wanting to do like a drag makeup video on myself for a while, but I had never really gotten around to doing one, but I'm going to be performing in a drag show later this month for the first time in a while, and I'm going to be making a video on that. And I was like, I think it'd be fun to like have a video where I just like paint my face to like just, get some faces in before I go to that show. And we can just have like a little chit chat about whatever I think of. How long is this video gonna be? I don't know. How good will this makeup be? I also don't know. So we're gonna find out. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. So yeah, I think we should just get into it, shouldn't we? Okay, so I just went ahead and moisturized my face and my lips in preparation because we need to keep the skin moist. I got dry skin. So now I'm gonna go block my eyebrows, and I'm going to do that off camera as well because that's gonna take a while and y'all don't need to sit through that. Also, sorry if you hear any different background noises. You know, I live in an apartment. I got roommates. It is what it is. Okay, so just finished gluing down the eyebrows. I still have to cover them really quick. I guess I'm gonna show every product I use because like, why not? I don't know, feels like makeup influencery, it's kind of fun. We are using the Airspun powder because why wouldn't we? It is the powder. It is the diva. It is the moment. It has been the moment. It has supported us through thick and thin, and oh my goodness, I'm just gonna be using this powder puff that I have stored in here. Really just to fucking use this bitch with. Oh my goodness. Let's get this fucker going on. Oh, I just hit pan. Literally just now. That is crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to buy a new one of these fuckers soon, but oh well. We're good for now. Let's wipe our table off a little bit. And where is that brush? This wasn't the brush I was intending to use, but we'll just use this fucker to whip off the excess here. And then the next thing I'm gonna be doing is there's literally a train going by right now. There's like, what? Why? I don't, there's been trains going by here. I don't even know where the fucking train tracks are. I don't know. Anyways, let me grab primer. Where's my primer? I found the primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip because it's good. It does its job. And I really just want the makeup to stick to my fucking face. That's really what I am here for. Especially to my nose. The makeup does not stick to my nose in a way that makes any amount of sense. It literally just does not stay unless I use like a primer. Specifically this one really works super well for me. Granted, I've only used 2 of them, and this one just works better. So I use a lot of this fucking shit because I want this to actually adhere to my face and make some amount of sense. I also do have a lot of acne scarring on my face, so I definitely try to, make sure that my makeup is like, put on a way that, hides some of that if it can. So we got that going on. Now we are going to be color correcting. And I only color correct one part of my face. I just color correct my under eyes because if I don't color correct my under eyes, you can tell that my my eyes, like you can see the darkness. It's not great. I moved my hair to a bun because I thought it would look better. I don't think it really does, but whatever. Let me grab my eyeshadow. I literally just use an eyeshadow and a little brush. This is actually literally a paintbrush. I do have some paintbrushes that I use for makeup stuff because when I first started doing makeup, I didn't really want to have to spend money on brushes like that when I wasn't sure if this was a thing that I actually really, if I actually had a passion for. I for some reason do it in like V shapes under my eye. I don't really know why. It's just the shape that feels correct, that covers all the darkness, but also just feels like it makes sense. I don't know, but these are the shapes that I do it in. So now that we're done with that, we are going to be moving on to foundation. So let me pull that shit out. All right, we are going in with the Maybelline Superstay for this because why not? It is cheap and it works all right. So let's just get a few pumps of this. And I do not wet this this poor blender I have. Also, God, it's shit. Oh, oh my God. No. Oh, God damn it. You know, thankfully, I was already going to wash these clothes tomorrow since that's what I'm doing laundry. So it's, you know, it's not right, but it's okay. So let's get this shit on, shall we? Let's just pound this fucking shit into my face. Also, literally just got some on my hand. You know, it's fine, whatever. Yeah, obviously this isn't like an exact color match for me, but it is close fucking enough, ain't it? And close enough is always good enough for me. So, to spare you me just doing this to my face for another 2 minutes, I'm just gonna cut and we'll be back once I'm actually covered in foundation. Okay, so that's done. Now we're gonna be going in with a concealer, and I for concealer use the Instant Age Rewind. I know the applicator's stupid, but it works. It just works. Am I a Maybelline girly? Because I use a lot of Maybelline. I think I just use it because like it's cheap and it also generally works pretty okay. But like looking at my like spread of things, like my foundation, my concealer, I think my mascara, my one of my eyeliners, all Maybelline. So I guess I would say I'm a Maybelline girl if I had to say anything. How the fuck do you open this? I literally ran my other one completely dry. So I bought one a few days ago in preparation for wanting to film this video and also just for, you know, for later use. But how the fuck are you supposed to open this? Do you have to twist it? Do you know what the fuck is going on here, dude? Okay, no, not that kind of twisting it. I meant to have to like twist the little plastic part. What the hell? I didn't realize it was gonna make me solve a puzzle to open it. I know the puzzle is literally just like tape, like the little plastic tapey shit that they put on packaging so that, you know, it actually doesn't spill out everywhere. I know that, like, you know, this is meant for any person to open, but I'm struggling right now. Also, I'm not showing it on the camera for some reason, which, you know, is kind of a thing that needs to happen. Yes, yes. Yes, I got it open. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now let's concealer it up, folks. Let's go for it, shall we? I don't know if anything's coming out yet. Let's keep going. It'll come out eventually. I swear it will. You know, this is really riveting stuff, ain't it? Literally what's happening. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, after literally another minute straight of turning, it's finally getting product out. So let's just put this shit on our face, shall we? So what I do is I do little triangle shapies like this. And then I do just, you know, bridge of the nose. So it was definitely a little bit off center, but it's fine. Kind of starring into this a fun little shape up here. Doesn't really matter. And then I do the little, since I have a beard, obviously, and I do bearded drag makeup, I have to create the illusion of like, essentially saying like, okay, so this is my chin. This is the dark contour that would happen under my chin. So there needs to be a light contour on the sides here to fully like get into that fantasy. So essentially just go from like here and just do a little swoop of a light contour on both sides to kind of act as the part that kind of breaks the barrier there. Oh, and then let's put a little bit more on here. And then I like to do little like strokes of it right here. I don't know, it's kind of, it feels better for some reason to me if my, this section right here is highlighted a bit, because it just makes it look more uniform, I guess. Because if I don't, it's kind of just the same shade all in this area, and it looks kind of, it looks flat, it looks weird. Actually, I need to bring this down just a smidge more. And yes, we are going over some hairs, but, you know, who cares? And then we're gonna blend this shit out. So let's do that. I just use a random old brush and I just kind of feather it out, blend it out a little bit. Again, I don't use any brushes wet at all. I just doesn't, I don't know, like I get it, I get why people do it, but it's not for me, I don't think. I just, it creates the, the chance for product to move around too much in a way that I can't control and don't necessarily like. So I just like to use a dry brush and kind of stamp for when I'm doing stuff like this. But, you know, dark makeup is such like a, you know, everybody has their own methods, everybody has their own processes because everybody's face is different. There's going to be multiple things I do, you know, on this makeup video that I do specifically because my face is the way that it is. You know, literally, like I did earlier with my like dark circles under my eyes. That's the whole reason I do it, is because I got them. I also have pretty hooded eyes, so I'm gonna be doing my eyeliner in a certain way to kind of mess with that. So yeah, now that we've got this all together, we're gonna go back in and set my whole face. I have a mug of hot chocolate that I'm also going to be drinking throughout this video, by the way. You might be wondering why I don't do the darker contour before I set it everything, which is a valid thing. But the reason is because I don't do too much dark contour anyway. I kind of essentially, you know, my foundation shade is like a touch darker than my actual skin tone, and my concealer is definitely a little bit lighter than it needs to be. And so when I kind of everything is said and done, it does kind of get itself to a result that feels correct in terms of my face. So I really only do the contours to make things make sense, not so that it actually is like a significant dark contour. So I do it later in powder and don't actually do like a cream version of it, just because it's not, it's really, it doesn't need it, you know. I really am only doing it like around this top here on my nose and a little bit on my cheeks. That's really it. But we'll get to that later. Now that I've covered my table in more powder, we are going to dust off that powder, and it's gonna look kind of batshit for a minute because the powder is, you know, it does have an effect, even though it is like Cody Airspun, it does have an effect on the way the foundation looks, but that should be done in a little bit, and it'll actually like look like it makes sense later. But even though we just wiped off all the powder, what we're immediately going to do is we're going to go back in and place more powder on all of the areas where I have my highlights, because I want those to be extra highlighted. So we're going to place that powder so that it really sets in the highlights, and you know, maybe some of that powder kind of gets into those areas. And kind of brings it out a bit. And we're gonna let that sit for a long time, actually. We're just gonna keep doing my face while I have this like this. We're gonna really do my whole eye while I have this going on here. So we're just gonna tap this all around the forehead, under the eyes. And this is also obviously necessary, or well, not technically necessary, but it's also a thing that I'm doing for the purposes of eyeshadow fallout, because I do not want the eyeshadow fallout to hit my face weird, and then, you know, me have to, you know, do some funky shit to try and make it make sense, you know? Okay, don't I look beautiful right now? Just kidding. Now I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows, because I like to do my eyebrows before I do my eyeshadow, because then that gives me a good marker on how the eyeshadow should look and everything. So we are gonna be using, for the literal first time, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I splurged and bought it, and it was like $20 fucking dollars. But you know, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Before, I literally, every single time I've done drag before this, I literally just used eyeshadow for my eyebrows and used a little, you know, a little brush like this. to, you know, kind of draw that shit on. But now I feel like, you know, I should use the big girl products. I feel like it makes sense. So we're gonna try this. I have another mirror over there that I'm gonna actually be looking in to do this. So let me like zoom this out a little bit. And let's see what the fuck I can do. Okay, I want to sit like this, but obviously you can't see shit if I sit like this. So let's back here a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. That feels like it tracks. And then what I do is I kind of just do the kind of outline of the brow. So we're gonna go in and just kind of go. What I do for my eyebrow shape, just to kind of keep it simple and have a consistent shape every time, is I go from I start at where my real eyebrow starts, and then the bottom of my real eyebrow, I connect to the top kind of arch of my natural eyebrow, and then I continue a line up here. Is what I'm going to do is continue a line up here that length up to, you know, where it would naturally kind of sit above here, and then I kind of do it, you know, diagonals, kind of pull it out until it reaches its natural ending point, about where the end of my eyebrow actually is. That's what I tend to go for because it's a shape that feels okay for me. Eyebrows were the last thing I really actually like did when I was really learning how to figure out my face, because they seemed really daunting. Which, I mean, they are pretty damn daunting. Like, not gonna lie, like they're hard to do. They're hard to get right, girly. And I don't think I ever really get them right. um, but yeah, it's one of those things that really is just like a time and practice thing. So now we got that going on there. We're just gonna blend this out to the end of my eyebrow. And so we're gonna kind of go there and do this and then call it here. Is the shape shaping? I think the shape is good. I think the shape is perfectly fine. I have no complaints about the shape. Honestly, am I living for the brow product? I think I am. I know this obviously isn't like meant for drag makeup. It's meant for, you know, people who have actual eyebrows. But I do understand. I guess I do understand why people live for this. Let me see a little how good our hairs I can draw on with this. I don't really do like the traditional kind of like, well, traditional's a strong word. I don't really do like hairs up at the front. More so I kind of do like the, you know, the suggestion that there could be hairs, if that makes sense, and then do like a very kind of like flat end of the eyebrow. um I am probably gonna go in with some black eyeshadow in a bit, and kind of complicate this a little bit, because I do like to do the black eyeshadow and add the kind of different textures and colors into it to kind of give it more interest. And also my hair's a dark brown, but there are some parts where it can look like it leans a little bit darker. And I think my drag persona does have black hair, that is kind of what I end up going for. Honestly, this is kind of sickening. Wait a minute. I'm kind of living for literally just these lines I'm doing. I wanted to try it because, uh, since this is, you know, I thought this would make me, maybe give me a more natural shape and kind of look to the eye. Wait, do I love this? This is kind of cunty. I also fully just look crazy. Okay, I just touched it up a little bit. I am kind of obsessed with the way this eyebrow looks just right now. And I think this video will be more fun if I just roll with it. So I'm gonna cut into the other eyebrow because, you know, because who wants to see like an eyebrow done twice? And I'll be right back. Okay, as with any makeup job, the eyebrows are sisters, not twins. But I do think it is going to work out, at least okay. So next up, we are going to be doing eyeliner. and my eyeliner process is a pain in the ass. So I'm going to explain it, then like do the steps of it and cut in between each step, because I literally sit about this close to the fucking mirror to do my eyeliner. So let's get into it. So I have 3 different eyeliner products I use. I got a Maybelline one, I have a NYX one and a Revlon one. So what I essentially do is I draw a line from the outer corner of my eye to where I want the upper, wing of the upper tip to kind of lie. And then I do a line from that upper tip to my inner corner. And then more shit happens, which we'll get into in just a second, but I'm gonna do both of those and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is what it looks like right now. They obviously aren't similar, which is totally fine for right now. So what I'm gonna do now that I have those in place is I'm gonna be going from here to the top middle, like right above my eyelid, like right above that point, like right here, and then bring it down, straight down. And I'm doing it like that because I have hooded eyes. And so any eyeliner that exists in here and kind of in the lower part of up here is just fucking gone. It doesn't exist. So I need to fill in the whole space for it to make any amount of sense. So I'm gonna draw those lines and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have like our actual shape going on here, which I had to mess with a little bit more. And also I fully didn't do the step that I should have done earlier. I just realized where after I do the last layer of glue on my eyebrows, I go around my eyebrows and use a makeup wipe to get rid of all the excess glue off the sides. Considering that I did not do that, things are getting fucked up a little bit, but it's okay. So the last thing I'm gonna do for these, for this eyeliner is I'm gonna go in and fill everything. And then I am also going to go in and do little triangles down here. I kind of do like the big wing and then like a little wing. It's kind of supposed to like be kind of butterfly-ish. It doesn't really look like that, but I just did it one day and really loved it, and so now it's kind of become like a staple. So I'm going to finish out these eyeliners and we'll be back. Okay, so after like a solid 10 minutes, the eyeliner is done, and you can see the shape that we're going for here. So now we are going to be doing eyeshadow. I think I want to go for some fun little. Okay, so I actually have this Pokemon ColourPop eyeshadow palette that I bought immediately upon seeing it, which probably wasn't, a great financial decision, but this is it. This is what it looks like. Yay! You can see that the purple is really seeped into the cracks on that one. But what I want to do is I want to do eyeshadow colors kind of based on my nails I got going on right now. So I got these fuckers happening. So I think I'm gonna do like some of, let me, oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got this shit going on right here. I think I'm gonna do like this red as the main base, but then pull in some of this like kind of sparkly blue down here, and do little like spots of that. So we're gonna go for it and see how it works out. Okay, so first things first, I'm actually gonna go in with this fucking LA Colors like white eyeliner that I don't like actually like use. I really just use as like a guideline in order to do the white for later, and also to kind of have like a base for it to go on, because I like to do a little like a white inner corner, but I feel like with just like a sparkly white with like a sparkly white eyeshadow, it doesn't really set the way that I want it to sit. It doesn't feel as vibrant, but if I put this under it, even though it's like so fucking translucent, it makes more sense. It feels better. So we're just gonna go in with this, and we're gonna do some fun. Oh goodness, I literally just like did it on my nose. Holy shit. I think it's fine. I don't actually think it. I think it's so bad that it literally didn't transfer any product. So we're just gonna go up here. Yeah, okay, that's what I want, and we're just gonna go up into this little section up in here to gonna create a base for where I want the white to go. It's actually depositing really well right now, as you can see. I'm also fully looking up here, so you literally can't see it, which is my fault. I should actually, you know, maybe look in the, oh, we're fine. I should actually maybe look down here, so, you know, you actually have like a bit of a visual. But yeah, I just kind of go in and do a little shape up in here that we kind of go off of for later. And then for the kind of other parts of my eyes, we're just gonna do that in a second, but let me do it on the other side really quick as well. We're also gonna do a little bit under the eyebrow, just like a smidge, just to kind of bring something here. Also really just kind of like to, you know, it brings some visual interest. Also, there's a hair there that's sticking up. That's literally making my whole life worse, and I really love it. So let's actually start with the eyeshadows, shall we? We're gonna start. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pack the red in, kind of all in here, leaving a little bit of space in between the top of it and my eyebrow on this portion, but touching it on this portion. And then I'm gonna go in and try the blue on top and see how that works. I'm feeling I maybe should leave some space for the blue to kind of sit naturally, but I'm not entirely sure. But if I can just use like a makeup wipe later if I want to you know, kind of get some out of a certain area, and then, you know, kind of do that. So let's just start putting on the red, shall we? And also this foundation, or not this foundation, this eyeshadow, even though I do love the colors, especially over the like texture eyebrows, it definitely does take a second to really get itself together. You have to build it up, which is not the most fun process in the world. But you know, it's what we're working with. You know, it gets the job done. So I'm actually just gonna cut till I have a good base of the red, and I'll be back. Okay, so now that that is done on that eye, I'm gonna go in with the blue and see if it actually, you know, looks good. And I'm just gonna do like a couple of weird little lines of blue on here, just to, you know, just for the visual interest. So like, let me just like, should I do like a little faux cut crease? I don't know if I want to. I kind of just want to do like little like shapes, like little like spots, you know? Like, let's see. Does that feel okay? Does that read? It kind of, I don't know what it reads as. Let me just do like a little like do. It's kind of giving ladybug in a weird way, if that makes sense. Let me, odd. I'm gonna experiment for a minute. Okay, so this is what I've ended up with. It doesn't really look good, but it is okay. I also did put the sparkly white in there. So I'm just gonna copy this over to the other eye, and then I'll be back. Okay, I did it on both sides now. And I also added some of the extra shimmer onto the blue parts because I thought that would look interesting and nice. And you know, why not? And so, yeah, now we are going to finally brush off all of our excess powder that we had laid down, because we're not going to be using any more eyeshadow on our eyes. So we're not going to worry about that and interacting with anything. So you can finally brush all that fucking shit off. And now you can see, you know, my face kind of looks more correct. So now we're going to be going in with our contour. I like to go in with this fucked up little like kabuki brush, and I go in and go on top of my head here, really kind of leaning into the temples. I got a bigger patch on here on this side than on this side, so a little bit deeper into there. Then we are going to be going down the line of the nose, so I'm just going to pinch it just a smidge and just go straight down the side here and get that all covered. And we're gonna do the same for the other side. And we're also gonna kind of cut off the end of my nose just a smidge, because I do have a bit of an odd shaped nose, like that, but like the end of my nose is like a just not a typical shape that a nose ends in. So I like to cut it off just a little bit early with the contour to kind of make it act like it's not that shape. And then I'm gonna go in on our cheeks area, just kind of starting here and just kind of sweeping up into this top section here. And then we are gonna go in just a minute and deepen our eyeliner. Let's not gonna forget that, because there's definitely eyeliner happening. That is wrong, as you can tell, because of the eyeshadow that's been put on top of it, but it shouldn't be a hard fix. Just take a sip of my hot chocolate. That shit is definitively not room temperature chocolate. So next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be going in with blush. So I am going to be using... where did that fucking brush go? I found it. It's a little stippling brush. So we're going to go in actually with an eyeshadow. We're not even going to go in with a blush. Because I don't use... I've never actually bought blush. I just use eyeshadows. And for my blush, I go in really kind of on the apple of my cheeks, specifically, because it doesn't really make as much sense, I feel like, for me to put it up in here, especially since like I have a fake cheekbone thing going on. So it makes more sense, I feel like, for me to put it here. So I just kind of stipple it around in a little circle, until I kind of build up the coverage I want. And I do kind of, it's not a complete circle, I do kind of lean towards the kind of top of my cheek just a smidge, but I really just concentrate all like right in here. And this is going to take a minute or two to get going on here, because again, I'm using a stippling brush, so it definitely takes a second to kind of build. But we should be about done with that cheek, so we're gonna move on to this one. And I did kind of fuck up the shape just a smidge, but it's okay. This is one of those things we can just kind of like zhuzh out, and it makes it's okay. And then I also do blush the tip of my nose, because I like to. I think it just makes me feel pretty. It feels correct for me. So we literally just go in and we blush the tip of the nose. I'm actually do a pretty decent chunk of the nose. I like to kind of do the whole end of it in the blush. It kind of feels clowny. It feels kind of fun and flirty and whatever. So yeah, that is the blush. So now we are going to be going in with, well, we have some options. I think for now, I'm going to go in and deepen my beard. So obviously I have a beard. And so what I like to do to deepen my beard is I like to go in with, this is also literally a paintbrush, and I combine black and brown eyeshadow to kind of create this kind of in-between color, and I kind of paint in the gaps. So obviously, you know, there's gonna be powder in my beard from having just powdered my, you know, whole fucking face. But if I go in with this kind of concoction, you can immediately tell a difference. This feels better than this. And so as my drag character more so has like in my brain she has black hair. In reality she has like a deep brown hair. I like to do this kind of color combination to fill out the beard. I've never actually experimented with like the different like shit that people put in their beards. To, you know, like the colorful shit. I feel like that should be something I should do at some point, but I have not done it yet. But, you know, I do think it'd be fun to do. We're also going to be putting this in this fucker right here, the little, like, soul patch, whatever you want to call it. We just, like, rub that shit around in there. Kind of got the coverage going, you know, until it feels better. And then we're also going to go onto the mustache as well. Just paint the fucking eyeshadow on, because it works. It fucking works. At least for now, it works. I think there's a lot of discourse surrounding like bearded drag, which I think is really like interesting, and also interesting is actually probably not the right word. The word I think it should be is weird, because drag is already like literally meant to be uh like a breaking of the gender norms, and so the fact that people are like, oh, drag yes, but bearded female drag no, it's like, what do you mean? What is the point? You're literally limiting like gender expression in a community whose kind of whole thing is gender expression. That feels weird and fucked to me. I don't understand it. But I like having a beard, and I like doing bearded drag. It's fun for me. It makes me feel cool. It makes me feel cute. So now that we've done that, we are going to be doing our lips, I think. And I got this new lip product I want to try out. I've got this fucking L'Oreal like liquid lipstick shit in this purple color that, oh, I forget taking this out, it's weird. It's got this weird little doe foot, which I did not know when I bought it, but I wanted to try it because I do think this is kind of the color scheme I'm gonna go for my performance. So we're gonna try this and see what happens, see how we feel about it. Let's just go with it. Oh, also, I did way too deep into my lip to start, but I actually really do like the color. The color's super pretty. I also feel like I'm holding it wrong, but I'm obviously not holding it wrong. That worked. But yeah, this is such really interesting. Okay, so here's how the lip ended up. I ended up going in literally with a black eyeshadow and lining them because I was like, that's definitely going to be better. And it was the move, for sure. It isn't entirely perfect, as you can tell, but, you know, we're rocking with it. I never claimed to be perfect. See, that's how you mind game the system. You don't claim to be perfect, and then when you fuck up, you go, see? That was the point all along. So now that that's done, we're gonna go in with our final details on the eyes. So it's gonna be mascara, eyelashes, and I actually am gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow under my eyes super quick as well, because I don't like to do my bottom lashes. I literally just leave them as they are, but I do like to do a little bit of shadow, matching whatever color I used for the upper portion of my eye, under my eye. I kind of tie it all into like together and stuff, so that it like makes sense and everything. And kind of, you know, it adds like another layer to things. You know, I'm not my under eye isn't just like, you know, like by itself, like gonna land like on its own. And so yeah, I like to do that. Also gonna do a little bit of blue here as well. Kind of bring it in together. Okay, see, that feels better. It feels connected. So next, oh god, I think like a hair got into my eye for a second. Oh, gross. Oh god, where is my mascara? There it is. Let us use it, shall we? I fuck up mascara all the time. I'm not good at mascara. I've never claimed to be good at mascara. Oh no, something fell. Oh, it was something on my table over here. I actually lied. It's literally not a table. It's literally my bed. I have all my makeup, well, except for the ones I'm using, like currently, sprawled out on my bed, in like a little, like on a towel, because this is the space in which I have to film this video in. So yeah, that's what we're going for right now. And the goal of the mascara right now is literally just to get the eyelashes black. I don't care about the way they look. I don't curl them or anything, because this is not, you know, that's not the point really for me. The point really is to just have the eyelashes be black. Okay, so I went ahead and finished putting on the mascara, and I also just remembered I needed to fill back in the eyeliner, so I went ahead and did that. So now we are gonna go and put on lashes. And I find putting on lashes super easy, actually. I don't know why I do, I just always have. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of a I don't know, it's just like a sensory thing for me where I just kind of do it immediately, and it ends up looking okay. I use Duo because I think if you say Duo doesn't work, you're lying. It works perfectly fine. I've only ever used Duo, and I have had times where I've been wearing lashes for like 5-6 hours and they don't move. So I don't understand the context surrounding the hair bonding glue and everything personally. Will I experience that sometime? Maybe. But I'm taking the lash, got the smaller end over here, let it sit for just a second, and then I have cut them to kind of fit my eye a little bit better. These are just like literally like $5 lashes. And I'm gonna just look into the camera, or into the mirror specifically, and then we find, actually I really should hold it from this end, because what I like to do is I like to find the spot where it makes sense to fit onto my eye, like at the inner corner, and then we just bring that out to the outer corner. So you want to kind of fit like right here for me, kind of like right in the here, and then kind of branching out, and then we're gonna kind of like lift that up a little bit and just kind of like make sure it sits there, and then boom, we're done. The eyelash is sitting, the eyelash is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's how the eyelash should be. I actually kind of want to move it just a touch up, and since it's still tacky, we can actually do that. So moving it a touch like this and doing it like that. So yeah, it does look a little bit better, I think. I don't think my lashes are perfect, obviously. They are literally like $5 lashes, so, they obviously could be better. But yeah. And I think probably people are gonna ask, like, what is my drag persona? Like, what do I like to do with my drag? I'm gonna save that for the video surrounding the drag show that I'm gonna be going and doing, because I think that makes more sense to put that in there. And that's something I want to bring up before the end of this video. I just remembered. So let me, yeah, just wanted to bring that up real quick. So now let us put on the other one, and the other one just needs to kind of go in the same kind of general situation where we have the inner corner, make sure that's okay, and then we kind of do the outer alongside it, and make sure that both the outer and inner corner really kind of set in there. I keep looking up at the upper mirror instead of the lower mirror, which is, my phone, because I'm so used to looking like straight ahead to do it, and looking down is very odd to me, in terms of just like a thing. So this is definitely going to be slightly scuffed in terms of the quality of this video, and I apologize for that. But like, bam, the lashes are on. The lashes are lashing. So the actual last thing that I want to do, which I just forgot about until literally a few seconds ago, was highlighter. So I got this fun little ColourPop highlighter that I like to put really right on. Oh wait, I shouldn't use that finger. I was using that finger to blend earlier. Let's use this finger. I put it like right on the here part of my cheek and just kind of dab it around a little bit, just to kind of highlight the apples and make it fun, add a bit more visual interest. So we just kind of dab that around this area. Really, let's just blend it in. Let's get a little bit crazy with it, shall we? I think that's more fun right now if we do that. So yeah, let's see if the highlighting, ooh, yeah, you can tell there is highlighting. So that is really it for the makeup. I don't do anything else. And then for usually, like that's a sentence, when I am in drags, I wear my hair down and use my natural hair a lot of the time, because wigs are expensive. I do have some wigs, but I got these long luscious locks and I feel like I should use them, no? So, let me just get the hair out. Let me just do some shit. Let's just bring it to the runway. But like, is the mug not mugging? I was almost just about to not use setting spray, but I just remembered to do it. But I mean, come on. The mug isn't the best, I know that, but it's mine and it feels correct to me. And it's just a thing that I'm gonna get better and better at with time, you know? And I thought this was a fun starting point to take y'all on this little journey I'm gonna be going on. And this video is definitely very scuffed. I already know because I don't film videos like this. I sit behind my computer, I talk into my little microphone, and talk and talk and talk. But now I'm actually doing like this style of video. Yeah, I'm happy I've done it, regardless of whether how scuffed it is or not, and if anybody even watches it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy yourself. I always love the new subscribers and everything. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed yourself. Leave all your thoughts, feelings, and opinions down below. As always, I will leave other social media links down below. Yeah, and as always, take care. Bye-bye.